Welcome to News RATNA World. I'm VARSHA PANDEY. Today we will be discussing on cover story of coronavirus with over 85,000 cases as India crosses China's COVID-19 tally. But first, today's headline. President Trump's administration claims that they have conducted more number of tests compared to other countries in the world of COVID-19. Why Moscow didn't count 60% of suspected COVID-19 deaths? Is India's Atmanirbhar package higher than Pakistan's GDP or Mukesh Ambani's wealth as India crosses China's COVID-19 tally?
India has registered 85,900 coronavirus cases, crossing the COVID-19 tally of China, where the virus emerged last year. India now is ranked 11th in the world in terms of coronavirus cases. However, India's fatality rate still remains significantly better than China's at 3.2% compared to 5.5%. More than 27,000 people have recovered in India, according to the latest available data from the Union Health Ministry. Across the world, more than 44 lakh people have been affected by the novel coronavirus, with the US reporting nearly a third of the cases, by far the highest.
Trump's administration claims that they have conducted more number of tests compared to other countries in the world of COVID-19.
An issue over which his administration has faced significant criticism. We have been checking out some of the claims he made about it. That testing more people per capita than South Korea, UK, France, Japan, Sweden, Finland, and many other countries. President Trump said on the second week of May, the US has ramped up its testing significantly and has carried out more tests in total than any other single country. But it still lags behind some in terms of testing per capita, that is, as a proportion of its population. Exact testing comparisons can be difficult as countries count testing in different ways. But looking at the data, the US carried out about one test for every 35 people and was roughly on a level with Italy. But it was behind Spain, which had tested about one in every 29 people, as well as Russia and Australia. There are a number of smaller countries around the world which have very high testing rates per capita. However, President Trump chose his list of countries carefully and was correct to say that the US was ahead of South Korea, France, Japan, Sweden, UK, and Finland.
Why Moscow didn't count 60% of suspected COVID-19 deaths? Let's see the truth.
Moscow's health department hit back at media reports that it was underreporting COVID-19 fatalities, saying its data was absolutely open, but acknowledging that it was only counts deaths that were found through post-mortem autopsy to have been caused directly by coronavirus complications. In a statement, the Moscow Health Department said authorities conducted autopsy of 100% of suspected coronavirus victims and confirmed that 639 people died directly of coronavirus complications in April. Other cases, it's possible to put COVID-19 as the cause of death. The Health Department said in a statement acknowledging the spike in mortality rates. In more than 60% of suspected cases, deaths were caused by obvious alternative causes such as heart failure, stage 4 malignant diseases, leukemia, and other incurable deadly diseases. City health officials argue that a mandatory autopsy is performed on all patients with suspected coronavirus to establish diagnosis and cause of death, in contrast with the practice in most other countries. Adding, postmortem diagnosis and causes of death recorded in Moscow are therefore extremely accurate, and mortality data is completely open. It is possible to name the cause of death as COVID 19 in other cases.
Is India's Atmanirbhar package higher than Pakistan's GDP or Mukesh Ambani's wealth? Here is the truth for you.
Soon after Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji announced a package of rupees 20 lakh crore to mitigate the hardship of the Indian economy, social media was abuzz with the theory that the Atmanirbhar Bharat package actually, which is 10% of India's GDP, is actually higher than Pakistan's total GDP. The package is among the most substantial in the world after the financial packages announced by the United States, which is 13% of its GDP, and by Japan, which is over 21% of its GDP. Is higher than Pakistan? Not higher, but it is almost equal. Pakistan's GDP is $284 billion and the stimulus package totals to $265 billion. But it is definitely higher than the GDP of Vietnam, Portugal, Greece, New Zealand, and Romania. The stimulus is 5 times the personal wealth of Mukesh Ambani, which is 5,760 crore US dollars. However, many experts are of the opinion that the package won't be of rupees 20 lakh crore. It will come down to half of its, as it will be several reforms in the package which will translate into benefits equivalent to the rest of the amount.